end of the leash when she stops.
Is it Jake?
Jake's.
Jake was commenting on how he thought he might be in front of her a little bit.
He can be in front of her 5 feet.
5 feet.
Any direction, 5 feet.
Any
so that's
direction.
A little bit longer than your arm. Well, maybe your arm's probably not 5 feet either.
No.
So the dog doesn't have to be behind you. They just have to be paying attention to what you're doing.
We're going to bring this in subsequent exercises to a closer heel. We're going to change it to a 6-foot leash. So right now we're just kind of honing this in a little bit with this exercise.
See, that's lovely how we
Now remember the ball.
Right there. That's what we call a clean run right there.
That was a clean run?
Yep.
Yep.
No.
What did she say?
Can I say good dog?
No. I don't think he hinges on that. I think that's more for you.
We get into that later, but right now not.
We'll go under the premise that he's always a good dog.
Now run to the left, 5 steps.
And keep going towards your point.
Not 5 steps, 5 feet. Run left, 5 steps. Oh, sorry. You meant right. I did mean right. I'm sorry.
My other left.
That was my fault.
Okay.
That was good though.
And today you guys don't have to do your exercise after this. You're all set. No gym.
No pickleball today.
No pickleball. Do you guys have your own rackets?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you get those at LL Bean?
No, we just order them.
Pickleball Central.
Pickleball Central it's called. They just did a piece on CBS Sunday Morning this week on it. Did you catch it? They say it's sweeping the nation.
It is. It's the fastest growing sport in the U.S.
And one of my clients just bought a new home, and 2 doors down is the pickle court here in York from the new house. So it was just, then I saw the piece, and now you say it. It's like
Just continue to walk.
it's the advent.
Well, it's more our age group.
They say all ages
Well,
play
it
it,
is,
though.
but it's more our age group that has the time to play it. The kids, they're in school now and they're doing sports.
Right.
So the other option, if I have to show it to you, I'll show it to you. Just snap it out of his mouth.
Well, actually, when you get in tournaments, it's by age and
Yeah.
ranking.
You're not going to get away with it.
So they're handicapping you by your age and ranking?
It's not a handicap. Do I want to play a 40-year-old in a tournament?
No?
I mean, I could probably beat him the first couple games, but after that, he's still like him,
Yeah.
and I'm fading away.
Right. Yep. How many games is a tournament? How many rounds is it?
Well, it depends how many are in the tournament. You could play as many as 10, 12.
Is it a team thing or individual?
You play 3 games for a match anyway.
On a
Just
team?
2 out of 3. But you can play doubles, singles, mixed doubles.
So is it like tennis? Is there like an area for
It's
doubles?
really miniature tennis.
On the outside of the court, is there a little place that you can hit during doubles but not hit during
No.
singles?
Well, it's the same size, 47 by 27, I think. The big difference is from the net, 7 feet this way and 7 feet that way is called the kitchen.
Yeah.
Or you can't hit anything in there unless it bounces. You can't go in there and hit something unless it bounces first.
So there's no real net play
It's
then?
it's an infraction. Once you, no, that's really what the game is.
It's a net game.
Yeah, when beginners just whack it, hit it, try and get it back.
Yeah.
If you get on YouTube and watch some, you'll see that it's called dinking. You just popping
Right,
it over the net,
yeah.
and if it bounces too high, then they're going to get you.
Yeah. I gotta say that my ping pong game is strong.
It's all about reactions.
Yep. I got a great ping pong game. And I'm pretty good at tennis too. So it might be something that would be good, but Robin's not very athletic, so she wouldn't be a good partner.
No, you don't want to be a partner with your wife.
No.
I'll tell you that right now. She knows that.
And we're speaking disparagingly about you, so when you hear this on the... Yeah.
Okay.
So when you hear this on the film, I'm sorry.
What, you're saying I'm bossy or something?
No. Nothing. Nothing to do with dog training.
Talking about pickleball, actually.
Said you don't want to be your partner with your wife in pickleball.
Whatever.
No, but I was playing against him when he ruptured his disc.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Was it one of your shots that did it, or?
No, he didn't go for that shot. That's when he left the court.
So you ruptured your disc playing pickleball,
Actually, I was picking him up.
and then the pickleball thing kind of...
Then they showed me it was a...
But you're going to get back to it.
Yes. I can't for 3 months. So I'm going from a very good player back to a intermediate player.
Did you have day surgery, or did you have to spend all the night? You did.
See, it's just a little thing.
Yep, I see. Yep. How about mine?
Oh yeah, it's not much bigger.
Really?
You're like that.
Yeah.
Well, 3 times bigger. How's that?
It was the worst, I got to tell you. When I had the infection, they had to go in and open it up again without anesthesia. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like a medieval torture.
So the whole objective here is to get him to stay within 5 feet.
Right. Along your path, not his path.
And we do that by 5-stepping, run, when he gets out of the range. Yeah, but he's not even paying attention to that ball anymore, so he's learning very quickly. He's easy.
He wants his leash.
Yep, that's fine. If we don't pay any attention to those kind of things and we just stay on our path, that stuff's going to fall off.
Unless he's chewing through it, and then I'll snap it out of his mouth. But he gets bored when we ignore him, so as long as that continues to happen.
He doesn't normally
Not
chew
gonna
through
feed.
anything like that.
Usually the retrievers don't because they have more soft mouths.
He'll grab it and tug it. We want you to tug with him.
Yeah, don't tug with him. Just keep your hand loose.
Yep, just let him go wherever he wants, whatever he wants to do. But if the leash becomes taut, if he goes to the
Yeah.
end of the leash,
Go the other way?
nope, stop.
Just stop.
Yep, and let the leash go loose.
Well, let him let the leash go loose.
Right.
Okay,
Don't
right
you
now.
move. Just
Yeah, let him do what he wants. This is also an important yet boring part of the exercise. Enjoy nature, not too much though, in case he. Sometimes I'm looking around and I'll have a dog that will tend to dart and I end up eating dirt if I get too involved.
No, I think that's perfect to do this.
you have a good space in mind for this?
Yeah, we got a good yard.
It's not fenced or anything.
I
And
mow
then we,
like 3 acres. It might
we
be
have,
before.
right behind our house, we have a path down to a 2.5 mile long
Don't forget to travel with him.
road that's, there are no cars that can go on it.
It's a carless road?
Yeah.
Nice.
So wherever he goes, you just follow. Don't let it get caught.
Yeah. Right. Them's the only rules.
He's gonna dig a hole in your driveway.
We need a hole in the driveway. Something we've been looking into.
Just go with him. Just don't let it get caught.
You don't have to go in the poison.
No. Okay.
I thought I had a picture of it.
Have you got a rider? Mower.
Yes,
What do you got?
John Deere. He hops on.
You did?
He rides with me. No, seriously.
I bet.
If I start the tractor, he's like a shot. Golf cart, boom. Jet ski, boom.
He's right on that.
Oh yeah, he's all about it.
That's good. It
It's-
sounds like he
it's
has
Not, it's not come. It's jump. He
Right.
jumps on it.
charge.
Oh no, he trusts me. He'll do anything I want him to do, like that. Problem is, if a little kid on a bicycle came down the driveway,
Right.
now, he'd be all about it.
Yep. This exercise is really good for stuff like that.
I've got him with cars on the road, so he'll sit, stare at me, and I mean, he still wants to. He's going like that, but he lets it go by.
Let's listen to what they're saying. Did we miss anything?
No.
Oh.
Messing around.
No, I mean any like training talk.
No, I was just saying he seems like your
I said, is he really
typical
bad?
active Doberman.
Is he bad? No,
You
he's
should see some of
wonderful.
the dogs that come here.
We have several Goldens, and they're all
And labs that come here.
super, super nice. We have a lab here right now that's been here for 2.5 weeks on board and train, and it's their third, actually it's their
They're
fifth. Right now they have 5. She have 4, and they got her as her 5th. And we've trained 3 of them. This is the 3rd one.
Third,
Yeah. And she's the sweetest thing going.
She's very active.
And she is, but she's
And
lovely.
bossy.
What do you want? They're dogs, you know?
But that's what, so a lot of things she's had to be taught in addition to obedience is to calm the heck down when she's around people and other dogs. You know, her greeting for being your friend, dog friend is to bonk you on the head with her paw.
And she's giant for a 7-month-old dog.
She's had several little dog friends. And you'd be like, they don't like that.
We just don't like them, you know, we've got grandkids and, you know, they got little hands. Our son has 3 little girls. We're 6, 8, and 10 now. And then our daughter has 10, 12, and 14. But the little girls, we don't want them, we don't want him to jump up on them and
Knock them over.
knock them over and
No
try
paying
to.
attention during this period of time. This is all him. Getting
Do all those children live near you?
No, they're in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
Our daughter's in Lexington and our son's in Wayland.
So they come up to
He's coming
visit
around
though.
underneath it. Yeah, they come up to the cottage on the weekends in the summer. And now they'll be in school, so we have some quiet time. So figured we
And so
just,
some time to prepare them. What you want to think of training is preparing for those instances.
yeah.
You know, you don't want to be training when you're in the middle of those
Right,
instances.
right, and that's why we kind of waited for, you know, this all to, everything to quiet down here.
For them to go back to school and stuff.
Yeah, they've gone back to school. And now he's at school.
Nice jump, huh? And now he's at school. Is he learning
Been to school
anything?
this morning, so. So just keep going with him and keeping it loose, or like let it go let it go to like a stop first, so he knows he's at the end of the leash.
No. Try to keep it loose unless
Okay.
he.
Okay.
Unless he runs like after something, you know, like
Okay.
we're just trying to follow him right now. So if he were to dart after something, that's when we want to hold our ground. And
This is just teaching him to be nice, you know, nice, quiet, exploring, not being too ramped
That's
up.
hard for him.
yes, that's why we do this.
Yeah, I know. For a lot of puppies, it's
You
hard.
haven't seen his eyes change.
I think he's.
You can see it.
You know, did you see me working my Doberman this morning, Shayna? Yeah.
That's crazy.
She's certifiably crazy.
She is a bag full of
She
nuts.
has high drive though. High prey drive, high play drive. Getting her to do the overs and circles and not bite me for the ball has been a challenge. So trust me, we know.
He's getting where he'll drop stuff.
Yeah.
Give it to us.
When do his eyes change? Like when do you see that?
Well, like if you had approached him and got
Yeah.
him all excited,
Right.
you'd start to see the whites of his eyes, and he's like, yeah, let's
Yeah.
go, get it on,
Let's do this.
and he'll go as long as you will.
He's very cute. Oh, he's
Hot.
he's hot. There he
It's
goes.
like this down stuff, that's not so bad after all.
Uh,
The dogs don't bother him too much. We got down the street from us, the gated road.
Yeah.
I think she's got 5 of those little lap dogs,
Yeah.
and they just go crazy.
Yeah.
And he pretty much ignores them.
And we always had them when cars have gone by, we always have them sit
Yeah.
down and wait for the cars to go by rather
And as the
than
dogs approach, he
standing.
will subside. He'll lay right down.
Yeah.
Wait
Because
for
we
them
have to walk on that road a little ways to get to the gate, and a lot of cars are going down there to park at the gate because it's along the
Say
water,
half a mile.
what's behind the gate?
Dirt road.
a dirt road.
Is that a park or where you live or?
No,
Follows Lake
well,
Auburn.
it's Lake Auburn. It's our reservoir, so they don't allow building at all.
And you guys live within walking distance of that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's not something where you get in your car, you go and you get
No,
out.
it's like from our house to like your gate right there is
Yeah.
the road. So we just go down through our, maybe a little further than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But and he's cleared a path to get down through. He takes the mower and clears it so that we don't have to deal with ticks and stuff like
This
that.
guy here does?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
The John Deere?
yeah.
I'm a simplicity guy myself. I hope that doesn't cause a rift
Well, my
between us.
classmate owned the John Deere dealership, so it's
Okay.
pretty easy to work out a deal. You know. Plus, I needed to do the driveway because it's like this.
You mean with a plow? Or the
I
jump?
tried that. It's just in my driveway. There's no good place to put it. It's good.
Oh. I was using my simplicity and I'd blown the transmission twice
Oh wow.
on it. So
In the winter.
I got that old heavy Chevy there now to do the job.
Yeah. No, it'll throw it way over those trees over there.
Yep. The snow here, I don't know about in Auburn, but it gets up over the deck railing. That's how high it gets. It's crazy how much snow we get here.
because we're inland.
I don't know. The ocean brings a lot of snow.
It used to not. I mean, it used to not be like that
It is.
here, but
The
last
past few
winters,
winters, it's just been crazy snow. and my little machine can't handle it. So,
Yeah.
In fact, we used to
No,
get more
mine's a
snow in Worcester
26
than we
horse.
got
oh,
here.
mine's
Take
at
it down to the
18,
beach at all?
but I have to do the road too.
Not as
54
much
inch.
as I'd like to.
I'm in charge of the
Take
road
your
as
dogs
well.
there or no?
Yep.
Yeah,
You
see, I
can
put a
on
plow
certain
out there.
hours,
My
and
other
starting
3
September
trucks back,
20th,
I had a
it will
plow
be
on it. It was okay if I was coming
dogs all
home
day long.
plowing it.
But
Yeah.
as
As
long
long
as
as
Keep
they
they
going down
train
the
up,
other driveway.
right,
But if I was in the garage with it
till May 1st,
coming out,
I
it
believe.
was a lot of work.
What's next, hon?
We're still finishing this.
Oh, we
got
are.
15 more seconds.
15 more seconds. Let's count it down.
In 1 year, I didn't push it back far enough, so
Then you were pushing it forward, and you kept on having to come back this
losing
way.
the driveway.
Yeah. I got it down in this driveway, you know. Push it all that way, and I
You
come in and
can,
push it all
you can
down
come
there.
back out.
Yep.
Is that enough homework for you, or
See,
do
I-
you want one more
my left
piece?
side
If
is
you got another piece, I'll
goes
do
uphill
another
rapid.
piece.
Yep.
You
The
don't
other
have
side is
to.
my septic, so I don't want to go out there.
That's my septic right there.
All right.
You got something else we should do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get
I
the-
love when people come to my house, like from Massachusetts, that have no idea about septic, and they park right up on my lawn, right up on my septic. They park right there. I'm like, "Yeah, I got a huge driveway. What do you got to park on my lawn for?" Right on my se- You ever get that?
Oh yeah.
Gee. See, as I'm like going right through my leach field. I got 2 septics too. I got that one over there for my rental property.
No, nothing.
Because this will technically be more than an hour
So why would we not just leave that call on?
now. Why? Oh, because it could choke them. You mean unsupervised?
Oh, no, he said wrong super.
Well,
No, you mean that like sleeping and stuff, you shouldn't have that
no,
covered?
no, no.
Only
Because
when
you
you're
catch on
training.
something and choke them.
Okay, only when you're training.
Yeah, or if you're outside on a leash,
Okay,
don't have that loose one on him, because we've already seen it can back out, or he can
Okay.
snap that. You know, he's a powerful dog. If he runs to the end and jerks it, that piece of plastic could break, and then he's gonna be off. This one, he'll never break. He'll never back out of it.
okay.
You'll have better control of him, so when you're walking him or training him, use this. When you're around the house, just put the flat collar on, and that'll be fine.
That one might be a little bit, this one might be a little bit too long. We'll see how when we start the corrections, if it feels too
Okay.
long. Because typically I just want it to be 2 inches out. On the other hand, he's still growing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, right.
And
So
if this one grows out of this, or we'll just give
we
you
can
another
just
one.
switch,
Yep.
switch it out. All right, so next exercise is starting the sits. So you're gonna hold this right here. This is called molding. You're gonna start down the shoulders, go down the back, up his bum. Good boy, that was,
Look at that, you can say good boy, Jan.
you can say good boy. Cut him 5 times down the back. Okay. Let's go. And you can also say, okay, so okay now is my release word, because when we do stays and stuff, it'll be sit there until I say, okay. So I'm just introducing it to him. So, chain, very
Yeah.
important that you
Yeah.
hold the chain. It's not a race down his back. Cup the bum. Hit 5 times.
you don't tell him to do it.
SIT.
We're just gonna tell him a good boy. And
Good boy.
he is a good boy.
He's kind of tired now, so this might be more challenging.
Okay.
You might have that crazy ape on the end of the leash
Okay.
that we started with.
Okay, yeah,
Wanna try that?
yes.
So we do 100 reps of these a day. You can split them up into 25, 25, 25, like 4 blocks of
Or
25.
10
It
sets
takes
of
about
10.
20 minutes to do all 100, or 5 minutes to do each set of 25.
Now you take it.
So he should be on your left.
He should be on my left.
Yep.
Like this.
Yep.
You hold the chain.
With my right hand
Right.
or left?
No, you're right hand, you're good. Now with your left, you're gonna go down his back.
Now you're not putting any pressure on him. You're just sliding your hand down
And then you're just gonna cup his bum.
with no pressure. There you go.
Now pet 5 times down the back. And then you can
Accept
say
his
good
kiss if you
boy.
have to.
You've seen that he licks.
Good boy. Good boy.
And then, okay.
Okay.
So you want those pets to be nice and quiet too, because we don't want to excite them.
Okay.
Okay, now bring them around like you're gonna walk with them. And
Stop.
put your hand on the chain.
One here.
The right hand.
The other
right?
one, yeah, yeah. There you go. Now run your hand down.
Go a little faster.
No, no, no. No, race.
Good boy.
Good
We're not
boy.
going for a
Good
facet
boy.
right
Good
now.
boy.
We're just going for him to realize that when you touch him,
Okay.
he can let all the stress out.
Okay.
I know it's a little bit unusual, but it's the most effective way I know of teaching a reliable sit like
Well,
that.
he went to, even before, as I got to.
That's good. That's what we
That
want.
last time, he
Yep.
just went.
Just keep going, just like
Yeah,
we're
he
following to
said
the
go
point.
faster, but he just went.
Right.
Yep,
I mean,
good.
that's nice if they sit right when you touch the top shoulder, that's great.
Okay, okay, all right.
But just stick with it. Let's see a couple more.
So then you just do the other 5.
Right?
Okay.
Just walk. There you go. Turn.
Don't forget it helps now that he's
Great.
tired.
Excellent. Good boy. Oh, you got a little extra. You got a little extra. All right, let's do it again.
Okay. Good.
Good boy.
Now, if I find them start to lean against me, I'll take a step away.
Okay.
Yeah, don't let him.
Right now.
Don't get him.
Yep. And another
Boy,
thing
good
that
boy.
didn't happen on this one that I want to mention though is that on a subsequent one, when he was going down, he started to move
Yeah,
away from you, like or in front of you.
yeah,
Try and stay where you are
yeah,
and don't move with him. So
Okay, okay.
try and just
Yeah.
keep him in with you,
okay. Okay,
because eventually we want this to be where he's right next to us sitting.
yeah,
And if he's moving all around and everything, that he's not going to get it. That we want it to be right on our left here.
Yeah, when we do the heels, we like them to be parallel.
okay,
So we have we have sits where we're random and we're not healing, and then we have the sits when we're healing. And it's nice to set them up so that they don't move when we start them molding, so that they know sometimes they're gonna just be right there.
Okay, let's see another one.
yeah. Okay.
Good
Good
boy.
boy, good boy, good boy,
He's a big load, huh?
good boy, good boy. Okay,
How much bigger do you think he's going to get?
I
I
don't
thought it was
know.
90 pounds.
Yeah.
We
I
didn't
was
know.
gonna say some golden retrievers get quite big.
Yeah, we didn't. We actually lost ours. Friend of ours had just lost her both father first, and they had 120-pound
Yeah.
golden retriever and looking for a home for him. But we were just afraid just too big a dog for
Yeah.
us to have. So we didn't.
It's too
we
bad
didn't
they
take
didn't
him.
train him.
Yeah. I know.
Was he a good boy or did he have problems or?
Well, I don't know. We
We
never
never-
really met him. We knew we knew the girl and knew the parents, but we never really met the dog. But I said, well, how much does he weigh? She said, oh, he weighs 120 pounds. And he was like
I
5 years
suspect he
old.
was overweight.
You know.
That's what I'm
so-
thinking
Well, that
too.
could be too, yeah. Could either be in very good shape or.
I'd say he's probably going to
Okay,
gain another 10,
okay.
probably a couple inches.
Yep,
I know, he's right.
another 10. So where is he now?
75. He's not eating right now. He doesn't like this heat.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Sometimes when the heat comes on, yeah.
He's
You
only
look
eating
at-
about half of what he normally does. His stools are, he's still going.
It doesn't look like he's, he's not thin or anything.
Good boy.
Yeah, that's a good guy.
You're a good boy.
Says I have my moments.
No, he's more good than that.
He is. But I think that I see you love him. I know, we all know you love him and stuff. And this is a great time to show him that and praise him and everything. But make sure that in those other exercises, like the sit on the dog and that one, you stay quiet.
Okay.
Because that's really important for you to just let him make those decisions. But we're guiding him with our, like Robin said, with our body.
Those are bordering more on, well, the long line's definitely training, but they both border more on behavioral modification.
Okay.
And we're trying to get him to calm down and to follow us.
Which doesn't mean a puppy has to be calm all the time. So I make sure that I spend like 15 minutes if it's hard play,
Yeah. Okay.
half an hour,
Okay.
doing some good play. Usually, sometimes it's structured play, so there's a ball involved, and
Yeah.
it doesn't involve pulling on my
Right.
clothes.
Right. Right.
You
Yep.
know?
And like you said, I heard you earlier saying that you're working on out. You said when you say out, he spits stuff out.
Oh, yeah, he'll just
Yeah.
drop it.
Yeah.
Right.
To get
So, I
him
mean,
to
it's
release things.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could do like just make
Yeah.
those structured. Like do
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Then later on in the day do 10 more and just keep on doing that.
Yeah.
Throw his ball, he'll go get it, bring it back, and
Yep.
give it to me.
That way, when
It's
like
great
Robin
when you
said,
have a retrieving dog because they have those natural instincts.
So he only wants to do that.
when the rubber meets the road is not the time you want to be training your dog. So if you do those releases, give and takes,
Like I wouldn't
when
want
it's
to
not
stop
paramount,
Right.
then when it does become a time when you really need it, you'll
He
know
still wants more
that you
attention.
have
He has
that command. Same thing with these sits
What
and
happens that
Yeah.
just practice them. That's
Okay.
the most
So
important
other
part.
than that, we should not have this on him.
Right. Yep.
Like when we're in the car and stuff
No.
like that. Have the other.
Right.
Okay.
Because what
just-
can happen is that can get caught on something and it can choke him. So you want to always have this on. I see a lot of people just have the dog run around with that chain collar on because they think it looks cool or something.
Yeah.
But it's for a purpose. It's a training collar, and you want to use it when you're walking him,
Yeah.
training him. But when he's in the car or he's at home in the yard,
Yeah.
and you don't have a leash on him, don't have that collar on.
Okay.
Just take it off and put the flat collar on him.
Okay.
Look how cute he is.
Well, he is. We have all sorts of commands that our dogs know that we haven't taught them. Like when I say upstairs, time to go upstairs, all my dogs know that's bedtime. I haven't necessarily trained them on that, but they are aware that
Yeah, they understand.
that means we're going to bed. You know? Now that should be enough.
So we got the sit on the dog, we got the long line, and we got the molded sits.
And I told her that she doesn't have to do molded. You guys don't have to do molded sits if you don't want to this week. If that's enough work for you,
Oh,
that's
no,
fine.
that's no problem.
No.
That's great.
We
I
gotta
was just
do.
saying, I
We
don't like
gotta-
to
we gotta do.
overwhelm my clients
Yeah.
either.
He can't do much anyway. He can sit.
We compared back scars. So
Yeah, be gentle with your back injury right now. It takes a while.
you don't want to do too much too fast.
Well, he's had some severe head surgeries.
What happened to your head?
In
Were they
October,
looking for the brain in
in
there? or-
October they did the back of his head. Last October.
Headaches?
In June they did the front of his head. So, in October they slid him from ear to ear and up, and they like scalped him.
There you go.
And they
How are the headaches now?
Much better. I don't get any serious headaches.
What was
they
causing
did
it?
it's occipital neuralgia, and they
Occipital
did a
nerve,
neurectomy
like that.
on the right hand side of his back, and they took fat from his back and they cushioned his occipital nerves in the back of his head, and they laced him back up like a boot right here.
Wow.
That was in October, and then the headaches moved to the front of his head, and they said, well, there are like 4 different zones that we can get, and one is his nasal septum. The other is to slit his eyes from his nose over his eyelids out to his crow's feet out here,